Hey friends, it's Crystal Kamala. Thank you so much for coming to my corner of the internet. I wanted to talk to you today about the most exciting thing I have done so far. The Lord told me about 2 years ago to write a book, and it took a while for me to actually do it, but I did, and I was actually able to get backed by a publisher and get some printed. So I am so excited to show it to you today, and I wanted to just give you a quick rundown of what the book is about. So here it is. It's nice and big this time. I may print it smaller for future orders, but this was the quickest for me to format and get out to you. So it is called The Trip, and then there is a photo of me on the back with just a little quick synopsis of the book. It is plenty big enough for you to take notes inside, and it's very pretty. It's got my favorite fonts in it, of course. So what is it about? So many people have said, congratulations, Crystal, you wrote a book, but what in the world is it about? And it's kind of hard to explain in a quick, 10-second interaction, so here we go. I have always been able to see in the spirit, and growing up in a preacher's home, I saw some really awesome, happy, beautiful things. And then when I went to college and backslid just a little bit, the things that I saw were not so great. I had a very, very life-changing interaction with the devil himself, who came to me when I was in college. There were a few places that he took me, and that is why I called this book The Trip. It explains in as much detail as I could put into words. Sometimes it's hard to explain things in the natural that you see in the spiritual. But I talk to you about the journey leading up to this interaction with the enemy, what happened during it, and what I have learned since. So I pray that it blesses you. I pray that it helps you understand your authority in Jesus Christ, and that it encourages you to walk as close to the Father as you possibly can. It is my heart to bring this to you, to be able to speak with churches in person, to be able to speak with women, to speak with young people and tell them my story. And God's continuing to write my story and continuing to allow me to share about his goodness. But this is the first thing that he has prompted me to write down and put in a book and get out there so that people understand that the enemy is alive and real and he's playing for keeps. But the good news is that Jesus is greater. His blood still works. And as long as you're a believer and you are walking with him, you have access to that authority. So I hope that the book blesses you. Thank you again for coming to my corner of the internet. Have an awesome day.